Have you ever wanted to go after a dream, chase one of your goals, but something stopped you? Maybe it was the fear of failure, or maybe it was that little voice inside your head that said, you can't do it. What are you thinking? You'll never succeed, so why are you even going to risk it? I was about 5 years old the first time I watched the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie. And in the opening scene, I watched in awe as Tommy, the white Power Ranger, my favorite Power Ranger, jumped out of the plane with a board attached to his feet and surfed through the sky, followed by the rest of his fellow Power Rangers flipping and spinning. I wanted to be up there with them so much. That moment inspired me and has guided me through many choices in my life. However, I had to be 18 to do it. So as I waited longingly so that I could skydive, at the age of 16, I found out about indoor skydiving. My sister went and told me about it, and I was amazed. They made a vertical structure with a plane propeller to create speeds and wind of up to 125 miles an hour so that you could fly without having to jump out of the plane. And the best part for me was you didn't have to be 18. So I went and I had the most amazing time. And then when I was 18 and after I had a few skydives under my belt, I decided to try to get a job there. I'd met a few other jumpers and they worked there. I thought to myself, oh my gosh, that'd be so amazing. I'd have so much fun. I could teach other people how to fly. That is my dream job. So I went and I asked them if there was any possibility that I could get a job there doing anything, but particularly instructing. And I was pretty much told that it's a very tiring, very physical job, and that just by looking at me, they could tell I didn't have what it took, and I probably never would. And just like that, my dream of being a flight instructor was crushed. My parents, they always told me growing up that I could do whatever I wanted to, that if I set my mind to it, I could achieve any goal, accomplish anything, and I believed them. But these words sunk into my brain, and I started to believe them, and they corrupted that belief. I could do a lot. I could definitely be successful. I could do a lot of great things in the world, but I'll probably never have that dream job. I'm just not good enough. I'll never have what it takes. When I moved here to Vegas a couple of years ago, I was a bit disappointed to find out that after 184 jumps into land, Florida, there wasn't a very close drop zone that I could jump at. The closest being Skydive Mesquite, the closer ones needing to be tandem jumps. However, I found Vegas indoor skydiving. And last November, while I was trying to think of something to do to earn some money in between the school years, I figured I'll send in my resume, see what happens. I didn't realize that those voices had sunk in to my beliefs so much that I was paralyzed. I didn't do anything that I normally would to get a job. I just sent it in. I didn't go in to talk to the manager and hand him my resume like I normally would. I didn't introduce myself to any of the workers. I didn't even follow up. And I wasn't surprised when I didn't receive an interview and I didn't receive feedback of any kind. I just didn't have what it took. How could I think that I deserved my dream job? Well, 6 months later, just last month, I was at work, goofing off, watched a video of someone flying indoors, and I got inspired, and I figured, I'll follow up on it. We're about to be summer, they probably need some extra help. And now, I'll use my Toastmasters skills to go in and tell them, flying is my passion. I don't care if you have a job available. I don't care if you need me. I'll volunteer. Just let me fly. Well, I met a couple of great workers, and they told me that they actually remembered my resume, but they weren't hiring in November. So they gave me the manager's email address and told me to send it back in. So I went home and I sculpted my resume, and I created a cover letter to show them how my resume will prove to them that I will be perfect for the job, that I can help in every aspect of their business, whether it be flying, sales, videography, graphic design, advertising, management, everything. I've got it. I'm perfect. Hire me. And then I waited. A few days went by. I got a call from the manager to come in for an interview. I went in. I don't care what kind of interviews you've had. This was the best interview anyone's ever had. I got to fly as part of the interview. And when I was done, he told me that he had one more interview to do on Thursday, a few days later, and they'd call me later in the week to have me come back and do some tunnel legs, which is training to see if I had what it took to be an instructor. Well, I felt pretty good when Thursday night, I figured probably right after the other interview ended, he called me up to have me come in. Definitely seemed like my interview went better than his. So the following week, I went in. They put me through boot camp. 125 mile per hour wind, unair conditioned, so Vegas heat. My throat was dry. 15 minutes of running, jumping, strenuous activity. I wanted to cry. But I knew that I couldn't give up, or those voices would be right. And I'd probably never have this opportunity again. So when we were done in the tunnel, I didn't let them see me cry. Sometimes people say things to us. People don't want us to succeed. They want to see us fail and stay where they are. They see us on the rise and they want to keep us down. So they tell us things like, you don't have what it takes. You'll never be successful. Why even try? And those voices, they seep inside your head. They start working their way into your beliefs. And they go on repeat. And before you know it, it's holding you back from achieving your dreams and going after what you really want to do. My friends, I'm here to tell you, as the next indoor skydiving instructor, that you can do it. Don't let those voices stop you from going after your goals. Throw them away. Block them. Decide to go after your goals. Decide to achieve your dreams. And do it. Thank you.